Shatta Wale finally apologizes to Bulldog. Now he wants to be called Bull God. You know who he is? Former manager of Shatta Wale. In fact, I would like to say legendary reggae dancehall artist. In fact, an Afrobeat. Better still, legendary musician from Ghana. Now, Bulldog and Shatta Wale have had a frenemy kind of relationship. Shatta Wale had released a song, Dancehall King in the whole Ghana, that resurrected his career that had gone dormant for 10 years. When the song came out, Shatta Wale, in fact, approached Bulldog and wanted him to manage him. At the time, Bulldog had managed a lot of artists, and he had only 2 artists more at the time to manage, and was managing VIP and another artist. In fact, and then Shatta Wale came on board. They started work nicely, very beautifully, and they started making money. Shatta Wale later on in life said that Bulldog never managed him. He was only his errand boy. But of course, people say that when they are angry sometimes. And then Shatta Wale made utterances that went beyond entertainment. He said Bulldog was responsible for the death of Fenick. How many of us remember Fenick? Fenick was also an artist manager. And you know who he managed? Kwaokese. In fact, I knew him very well. He was a hard-working young man. I remember there was one time I went to see Kwaokese in a certain environment where I was editing my music video in the days. And when I was about to move my car, something broke in it and I couldn't move the car at all. This Fenick. Fenick was the one who drove me in his pickup all the way to my house. And on the way, we had a beautiful conversation. He was also a manager to Abeku Santana, Fenick. I knew him very well. He loved my energy and loved the fact that I came with a whole radical different style. He was murdered in cold blood. The nation has never been able to come to terms with the murder. Some suspected that it was Bulldog who did it at the time, because they had threatened each other on radio. And it came out that Bulldog had allegedly said that he would kill him. Later, Bulldog said it was all a prank. They pranked each other and said that they should do that in order to get hype for themselves and the artists they were managing. In Ghana, they do that a lot. The other day, Euphoria Ponsa put it out that he was dead, just to bring some attention to him. Whilst people were saying, oh, sorry, oh, rest in peace, he resurfaced. So the attention came on him. 2 days later, he released a new song. A lot of Ghanaian artists desperately do that to get some attention to them. Their music is not able to bring enough attention to them, except some of these stupid things that they do. And because we are unable to do that, we never get attention for our music. At a time that it's not about good music, it's all about hype. Who can get the most naked on stage? Who can say the most stupid things? So people follow you not because of your music, but because of the stupid things you say. Fenick was murdered, and Shatta Wale said that Bulldog had confessed to him when they were working as artist and manager that he was responsible for the death of Fenick. He said it 2 times. The matter went to court. Shatta Wale pleaded that he would like the matter to be brought home, to be sorted out. The matter came home. Then Shatta Wale came out again and said that he meant what he said. Bulldog killed Fenick. And Bulldog ran back to the court. This time round, saying he would never ever withdraw the case. Well, the case went its full length. Shatta Wale was fined some money to pay. I think 10 million Ghana cedis or so. And he was supposed to write an apology letter to Bulldog long ago. But the letter just arrived today. Where is the letter? Can you see the letter? Now I want to read this letter. Let's see what Shatta Wale has written. First and foremost, I call Shatta Wale's manager to be sure that this is authentic, because it's not on the letterhead of Shatta movement. It is on a plain piece of paper. Sami Flex confirmed to me that yes, it is actually authentic. And this is the signature of Charles Ni Ama Mensah Jr. Let's read it. Retraction and apology. You may have to enlarge it for me to read. On the November 3rd or November 2, 2022. Okay, that's enough. I can read it now. I published a series of posts on my social media pages and handles about Mr. Lawrence Nana Esiama Hansen, aka Bulldog. The publications included a statement that I have now come to know was generally misunderstood or misconstrued as Mr. Hansen's confessions to me that he had a hand in the murder of Fenick Ochre, alias Fenick. Now the publications also included statements that imputed immorality. Of course, forget about the grammatical errors. I'm just reading exactly what is here. Yeah? Imputed immorality or improper social behavior to Mr. Hansen and other highly placed public figures. I wish to retract each of the statements in the said series of publications, as I did not mean to say that Mr. Hansen had a hand in the murder of Fenick Ochre. Wow. I also wish to apologize to Mr. Hansen and all the persons whom my publications of November 2, 2022 have caused pain, agony, anguish, shame, ridicule, or hatred. Thank you, Charles Ni Ama Mensah Jr., alias Shatta Wale, alias Bandana, 30th April 2025, Accra, Ghana, today. Wow, so it's clear. He said he had said that Bulldog killed Fenick, as confessed to him. He has withdrawn it. In fact, he misunderstood Bulldog. Number two, he said he also published statements impugning immorality or improper social behavior to Mr. Hansen. I'm sure it was about that bunga bunga thing where he said that he likes to lick menstrual blood from women and all that. Maybe that's it. So he has retracted everything and he said that he is sorry. But why didn't the lawyers guide Shatta Wale to write this? Because there are so many grammatical errors there. At least he has lawyers. He went to court with the lawyers. Guide him to properly write a document, because this document is going to be in the files forever. Anyway, the most important thing is that the letter has been written. But I called Bulldog and I asked him if he had seen this letter. He said yes. I asked him again. Have you accepted the apology? He said he has to speak with his lawyers and get to know what this means. But as it stands right now, what he knows is that this should have happened a long time ago, and Shatta Wale decided to release it at the time that he wants. For that matter, he will speak with his lawyers and see the way forward. He didn't sound like a man who is enthused about this and who wants the matter to die down now. Again, Shatta Wale was supposed to pay some amount of money. The money has still not been paid. What are the issues? Will this matter ever die down? Between two former friends who fought, broke apart, came back together again, and finally separated. Can I use the word finally? Because Bulldog says there's no day he will work with him again. But this is not the first time he said this, but they came together again. That shit is the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonemo, where we speak truth to power. Congratulations to Shatta Wale. He has become a big guy by accepting that he's done wrong. I hope this brings to rest the matter that he did not kill Fenick. Because Kwauke said, after Shatta Wale published this, went to the police and said, well, we have somebody who has information about who killed my manager. Can we take it up? It's a Black Pot, aka Kokoshonemo, and here we speak truth to power.